Saturday morning.
Alright, my movie people. This is Color Commentary, where we give you views from a different side. Today we're going to be reviewing the new movie Harriet, which is a autobiography, or a biography, I guess, or a biopic, following the life of Harriet Tubman. Can't wait to get into this one. This, of course, is Rashad Waters, owner and founder of Block Band Music and Publishing, the company that gets you music and instruments for marching bands all across the nation. And my compadre.
What's up, guys? Chuck Taylor here. KFH's Party Easy, where we do parties of all kinds. Yes, I really enjoyed this one. Let's get it. What about you?
Man, I really enjoyed this movie. I like this movie as much as any, how should I say, overcoming story that I've ever seen, like a Braveheart, which I've never seen all the way through. But I've seen enough of it to know how it makes a person feel, like, or Gladiator, or any of those type of movies where it's like one person against the world. Like, this movie really made me feel like that. Like, it's not just a small story. It's like her character is really big and strong and has a significant impact on American history. Not just there, but also they get into a couple of instances about how she was important to the Civil War, which I thought was cool too. Because it's something that gets glossed over.
I did not even know that. I'm gonna let you know. I was like, Civil War II, and she was like leading the charge.
Right? Yeah.
I'm like,
the only woman to do that, or the first woman or something like that to do that. Yeah, she was a beast, bro. So that's really cool. It doesn't spend a lot of time on that, so don't get it twisted there. But I really did enjoy the movie. I don't have a lot of drawbacks. I do want to talk about a couple of things, a couple of comments that people have made, because some people want to boycott the movie a little bit. Come on, bro. Like, some people like the movie is too nice to white people. No, it's not. Because the villains are obviously white people, and to me, there are some times where it shows you where they're coming from. You know what I mean? But to me, that helps to make them a villain even more, in my opinion, because you're like, where you're coming from and why you have a problem with this is stupid and you're ridiculous.
Yeah,
that's how I took it. And the other side of that is that it really shows white people in a great light on the north side. But it's true. You think we got here by ourselves? You don't think there was there was hundreds of white people that were involved in our freedom, that were involved in the Underground Railroad, that risked their lives. They didn't have to do this. They didn't have to do a darn thing. And yet they risked, losing their place in society or getting murdered, And there have been plenty of white people that have been murdered to help us when they didn't have to do that. So for them to actually show them playing that role, I think is very important in the movie. So hopefully people are not watching the movie and just glossing over things and just think, oh, white people are this, black people are that, and that's how it is. Because that's not how it was, and that's not how it is now. And then there's another character in the movie that some people have been upset about. It's a black character. He is a villain. And people are like, oh, they've made him... First of all, somebody said he's like the main villain. He's not. He's not the main villain. He plays a role. To me, again, it's a very reflective role of still the same problems that we have in the African American community to this day. To this day. Where does that come from, anyway?
The fighter? He was doing the interview. He was like, to this day, it was talking about something. It was actually talking about black people. Talking about, I forgot what the issue was, but they use that all the time.
I love it.
To this day.
But yeah, we still have the same type of issues now. I feel like the directors purposely put that character into the movie because more than likely his specific character didn't exist, but there probably were people like him that existed then. But I think the director put his character in to make that reflection of what we have.
He's not the first black character that we've seen that's turns on other black people for their own personal gain.
This is true.
I mean, I've seen them in a lot of slave movies, and there's always the house. That one is like, up there, goody boy,
Yeah, right.
So that with the master, he's hey, they trying to run. Mm-hmm. They over there.
I didn't see y'all get mad at Samuel Jackson.
Yeah, Samuel Jackson. he was all the way there on Django, boy. I'm like, golly, Sam. I guess I want to start off saying the movie was well done.
What's up, Tequila?
I definitely felt it gave a whole new light to my generation of Harriet Tubman, because it's like you always see Harriet Tubman like in our history books and stuff, and they tell you yes, she freed slaves, Underground Railroad, but then it's like you always see her as like an old lady too.
Right.
Like you don't even like, was she ever young?
Right. You don't really
like
see her.
I don't.
Really
so
cool,
yeah.
Harriet Tubman.
Yeah. So like kind of going into this movie, I was like kind of like, oh, it's a Harriet Tubman movie. It looked interesting, but I really found myself enjoying it. I got to see a lot of who she was, what made her such a great human being, a great leader, and what caused her to really take that courage to another level, and what really made her tick.
Well, it sounds like you're doing a book report. It's weird.
It does.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Harriet Tubman.
I read her book, and how did you feel about this book? Yeah,
I really liked the book. It did a great job writing it. Just portraying.
Sounds like you didn't read the book.
I like how determined the actor was. Like, she really made you feel like, okay, I will follow this woman anywhere. Like, she knows what she's doing. Like, and there was times in the movie that some guy or somebody kind of checked her a little bit, and then she like shut them down real quick. And like, no, you don't.
A lot of times she's been the whole movie checking.
She was like, "What did you say to me?" I was like, "Hold up, Harriet. I'm good. I got you. You do what you need to do. Free all the slaves. Right. We gonna trust in Harriet."
She was the first angry black woman, right here.
Yeah, she was like, what'd you say?
All right.
What'd you say real quick? Let me go ahead.
She didn't need the gun though.
No, but it was funny when she brought it out. Though she was like, "What'd you say?" Like, they just like set it down, set the gun down. Like, what'd you say again? let it come back out one more time. So I like how she was really tough. And I like how it showed her on also like a feminine side too. It's like, we always see her as tough.
Yeah. Oh, but you always see her as.
I mean, you see her as tough, but then like you kind of see like, oh wow, she falls in love. She has a family and everything like that. We don't really see that in the history books, and we'll hear that in the history books. We only hear about her courageous, strength that she has. Right. So that was cool to see in the movie. They really showed that, and that was actually a key to her actually doing that.
Right.
Really taking that chance out there because of love and stuff.
Right.
So
love and stuff.
Yeah, and stuff. I think all black people need to go see this movie. First of all, you need to go watch it. Take your kids. It's nothing crazy.
All Americans in general.
I said first of all. Okay.
That's my first of all.
First of all, I was saying all black people need to go see it, but definitely all American needs to go see it. So you don't need to forget our history. You can't remake it. You can't just gloss over it. We don't need to talk about that. That was ages ago, which actually wasn't that long ago. Mm-hmm. She died in, what's it, 18? When did she die?
1913.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1913.
Yeah, that's not that long ago.
Right.
It's like a little over 100 years. Like,
right.
That was kind of mind blowing in a way. It's like, wow, we were just in slavery.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
4 or 5 generations.
Yeah.
Right.
And it makes you think. It makes you think about a lot of stuff on, what we're doing with our freedom and what our opportunities that we had that these people fought and died for, and we're just kind of like.
It's definitely a lot of roll your eyes moments in this movie when you think about what we're doing.
Yeah, it's like she was all up, focused on freedom, and we just like making, dancing YouTube videos, fighting video, watching us fight each other on video. Yes, some of it's entertaining, but I'm like, golly, she probably wouldn't be very happy with us.
No, she would not. Just leave us right there.
She's like, you know what? Let's go back to slavery. Yes, y'all did get rezoned. So you guys ain't been paying attention to nothing. It showed you a different light in slavery.
Okay.
I guess. I don't know. It did. It did.
A brighter light.
It did. It was kind of like, oh, slavery. Slavery? Okay. Well, I mean, it's still bad, but dang, let's y'all do all this. So that was a little eye popping to me. Just the different styles of slavery that's been in film, and how that time was. But all in all, definitely is a good watch. Go check it out, support it, and learn. You'll probably learn some new things about Harriet that you didn't know about Harriet Tubman before. Not just the same old she freed hundreds of slaves in the Underground Railroad. She's a great person too.
That's right.
One thing I didn't really care for, they sped up the beginning of, I guess, her like kind of just figuring herself out.
Okay.
It was like one thing she couldn't marry the dude that she loved, and they were gonna sell her, and then like it was on. Like I didn't get any more dialogue on who she was, how she became, this person. It was just like, all right, she's running, she's free, and I was like watching the whole movie when she first ran, like, all right, hopefully I don't know if she ever got caught. Like, are they gonna catch her and then like we're gonna see her try again? Mm-hmm. But she made it all the way there, and then from there they kind of just sped their story. Okay. And I kind of want a little bit more with that, like trying to find out a little bit more on her, and maybe haven't seen her fail a little bit. I don't know if she never got caught or she never had any like close calls, because it just seemed like she was just automatic, almost like she never lost. Yeah, she was like automatic, like never missed, never lost, and then big baller brain going never lost.
Bring the slaves like another one.
Another one. He lost nobody.
This is so bad. This is the worst show we've done.
We're supposed to be serious. Oh, thank you, Harriet. We love you. Thank you for your bravery. Yes. So we can actually do this and not be destroyed.
Right.
Yes, we do appreciate it. We know it's a serious subject, but we just, commentary, guys. We ain't got like I'm super serious. Exactly. That's how we are.
One thing I'll say about it, I think the fact that you want to know more, I think is a really good thing, because I think there was so much to show in the movie, and they showed what they could, and they balanced it so much well to the point that you want to know more.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Versus you could have left the movie like we did with Terminator, and be like, I'm good with that. Yeah. We can close this chapter. I don't really need to know any more about Sarah Connor and her family. So that's good.
I did like seeing how she chose her name, Harriet Tubman. That was like, oh wow, they can choose their own names and stuff now. And once they got here, and they're able to be free, and they helped them get them started with jobs and everything. And it's like, wow, it was like I don't know. It's like, wow, that's awesome. It's like, and you look at now, it's like, dang, it's like, if we could, what happened to us from that point when we were all enslaved and we had to band together, and even white people, we all banded together to help us reach a certain way. Now it's like,
they got much better than that. Like out of during the Reconstruction era, which is right after the Civil War, like black people really rose to prominence. We had political positions that we have never regained, like political positions in southern states, but there has never been a black person in office again. So
I guess it was like,
yeah,
the people they had some meetings, and some long detailed meetings on like we need to stop this.
Yeah.
So all in all, I definitely say go give it a watch. It's a good story. I learned a lot of things I didn't know about Harriet Tubman. So definitely look forward and researching her a little more now and finding some more details. Yes, I am. See that? This dude.
Yeah, like I said before, man, I really enjoyed this movie. I applaud the character for her bravery, man, because I'm going to tell you right now, I'm at Chuck's house right now, as you guys know. I would not walk back to my house from here. When the age of technology, it's not pitch black. There's street lights. There's the moon. There's just lights in general around. You get GPS. I still would not walk back to my house from here. So for her, and then this is a day and age where we get criminals and we get police brutality. Those type of things would be the things I would run into versus maybe some animals. There's probably not that many animals on the way from here to there. But back then, she would be facing the animals. She's not talking about police brutality. She's talking about straight up, I find you, I kill you, murder you, and rape you.
Yeah.
Kill you and murder you.
Yeah. Yes. And then rape you at the end.
And then rape you. In whatever order that you want. Or just torture you and take you back to slavery again. So, and with no food, you know. And she did that for 60 miles. We're talking about from my house to from here to
like a little sack or something. I'll get some apples. A little suitcase.
Well, when she jumped in the water, though, she lost all of that. So
I guess so. One thing I did have, I don't know about this with slavery and stuff, but it's like it's a lot of woods out there.
Yeah,
it's a whole lot of woods.
It's a lot of woods.
Like, did they just have this is the scent for all slaves for the dogs to find? Like did they
just grab the clothes?
But I mean, what if she got? They don't give them a lot of clothes, do they? Like the clothes that she got. What if she just took both pair of clothes that she had?
All her clothes. Yeah.
But would they have something to sniff around to find her? She just smell like the rest of them. Go find. You got a whole day head start.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just think about it.
I mean, that's what those dogs are trained. They're literally trained to do.
They are. It just seems like why can't they just run? It's dark.
Mm-hmm.
It's just you just. But then you wouldn't know where to go. That's the only thing. You would need to have some sort of plan to know where to go. That's where the railroad came in. And I'm not just running to another slave plantation owner's house. You need to know which direction to go.
Yeah. That's another thing. It's trying to run out there, again, without having any idea where you're going. And I know, driving from here to Wilmington, you run into a lot of the wilderness area of North Carolina. It's just woods out there, and it's just miles and miles of nothing. And imagine all of the area just being like that, the farms and that, and occasionally a city.
That's a town or something.
Yeah, that's crazy. So I applaud her, man. I applaud the actress for playing the role. What's up, Jeremy? Appreciate you watching again. I applaud the actress in playing the role. I thought she did a great job. I thought all the actors in the movie did a great job. I forget the name of the singer who played her role. I thought she was good in her role. The black villain, as they call him, I thought he was interesting and intriguing to watch. I actually thought his role was smaller than I thought it would be, because he kind of came out as being the big dog, and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that, and then he just kind of disappeared for a while. He came back in, and then he just got shot. I do not like this whole garbage that they do in these movies, where the good guy and the bad guy face off one last time, and the good guy's like, "I'm gonna leave you to your thoughts," or that type of nonsense. Man, shoot that mug in the head, bro.
But she had the vision, though. She was. She just let him know.
Yeah, I'm gonna show him the vision.
Yeah, I thought she was about to end them, and then I just understood what she said. I was like, oh, that part ain't happened yet. She said he gonna die. Okay.
And I thought about it. I said, well, maybe it's because she couldn't do that because she was a Christian, so that she would have lost that connection with God. But then she was leading the army.
She had a gun.
But she never used it.
That we saw?
I don't think she ever used it. I don't think she ever had to. I don't think she ever killed anybody.
Does it say that she never killed anybody?
I mean, they didn't say that she did kill somebody. I think they would have said
you
that.
You got a gun, and you're freeing slaves. Probably start shooting. I know she shot at some people when did she shoot old dude in the hand?
Yeah.
On the movie, and she was shooting at them the whole time. She wasn't trying to shoot to miss. She was aiming to end them so they can escape. I
also like to see. It was very enlightening for me. I do know some things about Harriet. I did know about her passing out from her spells. I did know about the Civil War, but learning more about the Underground Railroad and learning how large an organization that it was, and William Steele, I really didn't know a lot about him, and so it was interesting to learn about him and the is not diagramming, but getting detailed information about slaves, all of that. I think again, it's just a really good movie from a lot of standpoints. I think you should get, if you're caught up over, it's too nice to white people or that type of nonsense, just get off your horse, man, and go support this movie, and maybe we can see some more movies or some more heroes and things like that. Plus, it's a black female. I mean, we've got movies about, we got
a lot of movies with horrible slave owner white people,
right?
Like we know they were bad. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so kind of like they don't spend all the time focused on them. You want to know about the railroad, how they got started, how she got away, and what made her want to. What made her risk her life to keep going back to saving people? Like, what gave her purpose to do that?
Right.
Why was she called Moses? How many people did she bring to the light? I don't think that they should have given that much airtime to the slave owner. Like, give him a little bit, okay? You know why he wants her, okay? All right,
it's not about them.
Yeah, right. It ain't about y'all.
Harriet. Right, exactly. Yeah, it ain't about y'all.
Title says Harriet Tubman.
Exactly. So when she came back, right? She got the freedom. Mm-hmm. Oh, and I'm sorry. Also, what was that? The Runaway Slave Act. That was so interesting to watch.
Yeah,
I didn't I read about this,
I heard about it.
They just rolled up into Pennsylvania and be like, yeah, we grabbing all of y'all.
No, you ain't got no papers. Come on, you ain't free.
Right, exactly.
And then scoop them little kids up too. Yeah, like, bruh.
It was just real.
That would have been hard. Like, you done escaped.
Exactly.
You done started a life. And they just come in and try to round you up.
But my small little complaint was so she went up north. She came back in order to get her husband, right? Then her husband wasn't going to come, and that makes sense. She was mad, but it was her fault. He did have a point. Like, you left
and you died.
Like, yeah,
I didn't know you
did leave and die. But then I didn't know it quickly turned into everybody going with her back. I'm like, I didn't understand how that happened. Like, she's like, okay, I'm on my way back. And everybody's like, can we ride? I mean, I guess if you put it like that, I guess it does make sense.
You going on? Oh, let me get... But you call everybody out the house. Baby, JJ.
Like, I don't know if I can take all of y'all. I don't know if I got room to take all of y'all.
Oh, you got it. Get squeezed on the side. Yeah, we just hang over here on the side of this. That's what we going to.
Yeah, but that part, it just seemed kind of rushed to me a little bit. But, I mean, hey, that's just a small thing. It's a great movie. I think it'll be probably one of my top 10 for 2019. So, anything else needs to be said about this?
Don't think so.
All right, then make sure to give us a like. Leave your comments. What did you think about Harriet? Story of Harriet Tubman, who will soon to be appearing on our $20 bill.
2020.
Some people ain't gonna be spending 20s no more at all.
No more. Strip clubs will never get a Harriet. It's like, no, bro, you gotta go cash that to some 5s or 10s, 100s or something, 1s. No Harriets allowed. I don't know. But hey,
this is so bad. It is terrible. It's color commentary. Make sure you subscribe to Vibe. It's color commentary where we give you views from a different side. Give me that 20. Saturday morning.